Good morning. Welcome to Morning Moments. I am so glad that you took the time this morning to join us. I have a special guest from Florida. She is a fitness instructor, an actress, and soon to be a director of films, Jessica Adams. Welcome to Morning Moments, Jessica.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
I've had an opportunity just to get to know you and chat with you a few minutes before our interview, and it's just been a delight, a pleasure. You've been involved with JC Films, and we have a lot of people from JC Films. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do and why do you do it?
All right. I'll start with the present, I guess. I'm a personal trainer, group fitness instructor, and a gym owner. Myself and a business partner, we own a little studio gym in Tampa, Florida. And I truly believe we help people in their fitness journey. And what I have learned over the years I've been doing this, it's not just about what we look like. That's not what fitness is about.
Absolutely.
I think everyone that comes in, yes, that's the first thing. Oh, I want to lose a few pounds. Sure. But there's something else going on. There are other reasons that we seek help in our health and in our fitness. And the sooner I learned that aspect of the industry, it became a lot more meaningful for me. So on the daily, I get to work with my clients. I teach anywhere from 2 to 3 classes a day. On top of that, I work with our team of trainers, and I'm big on building relationships, and I love that aspect of our gym. It truly is a fitness family, and it's so cliched, but that's what we are, and that's what keeps everyone together.
There's a big difference between, and as a nurse, I used to love going to those muscle magazines, and I'd look at those muscle magazines, especially getting through my A&P class, anatomy and physiology. That's where I learned the muscles is watching those, looking at those magazines with all those muscles and the abs and all that. But there's a big difference between muscle building and fitness, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Huge difference.
So you're not just there to building the muscles like I have, not just joking. And I have a bulging muscle in my stomach, but that's a different story. But you're about making fitness, changing lifestyles and changing the way that we look at ourselves, right?
Absolutely. And to your point, yeah, we can build muscles, and that's an aspect of fitness. You're the bodybuilder, or I've competed in women's figure competitions, right? Where it is about what you look like and the work it takes to get to that point. But that's not, in my opinion, sustainable through old age, right? That's a season in your life. Yeah. Health and fitness is a lifestyle that keeps us going and keeps us able to chase the grandkids, or, go hiking with your children or your partner, or, whatever it might be. That's fitness. And that's where the value lies.
Absolutely. Yeah. When you're my age and your only exercise is trying to get up and find the remote control, because that's my biggest exercise, or reading glasses. I'm looking for my reading glasses. That's what I'm doing all the time. So fitness, what else? You have an interesting backstory too that you're telling me about how you were raised. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I'm a 4th generation circus performer, born and raised into it on both sides of my family. Both my parents are European, came over from Hungary and Germany, Denmark, that area of Europe. And since I was a little child, grew up on the road. I grew up performing, traveling, meeting so many different people. And I think that lifestyle, the cultures and the diversity of people that I met, it's amazing. Like learning about others and where they come from and their customs or their food. You learn so much about people, right, through their food and how they like to enjoy it. And I cherish those times that, I grew up in that whole atmosphere and seeing the country, and it was great.
And you weren't in just a circus, you were in the circus, weren't you?
Yes. We were on Ringling Brothers for some years.
Yes.
And that was one of the best, about 4 years of my childhood, was being on that circus. Others play really high, but that was a wonderful experience.
And you're telling us about all the wonderful experiences you had there. Your parents came from different acts together, and
Mhm.
you did a lot of animal training. Is that correct?
Yeah, my mom's family comes from an acrobatic side. My dad comes from animal trainers, and they got married, of course, and they stayed with the animals for the most part. I mean, I can juggle, I can do some acrobatics, but as a family, we work with dogs, and
Yeah.
that's what we did for many years.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Yes. So you went from the circus now to and there's something you're doing now, and you're getting ready to do your first adventure of directing a film
I
of
know.
all things. And that's something that's new to you as well. The film industry, that's just opened up in the last year or so, hasn't it?
Yes, that is, yeah, very new. Like we were chatting, I had interest in film, especially after we retired from the circus. I felt that was the closest thing to how I grew up, with having the task, the performance, the behind the scenes, the relationships. And in the mid 2000s, I was considering it. My cousin's been in the industry for many years, and I was headed out to LA to learn everything. And then some circumstances changed. It kept me in Tampa, where I got into fitness, and that's where I've been for the last almost 15 years. And then about a year ago, right at it, April, Mayish, I learned about JC Films. Um, through Facebook, I believe, just connection, social media, what is this and what are they doing? And I was intrigued, and I dug a little more and wanted to learn more. And then they had a film festival in Orlando, May of last year. And I went out there and got to meet Jason Campbell, and was really just impressed with what he was trying to do, the stories he was telling, the messages that he wanted to share, how he wanted to give everyone an opportunity that has these talents and passions, a platform to be able to perform or lend their talent behind the scenes, wherever that may lay. And at first I'm like, is this for real? Because there's so many, I don't know, just fake things out there that we
Sure.
find nowadays. And I've learned it's very real, and I'm excited about getting involved. And that led me to being some extras in a couple of the JC films. And I was fortunate enough this past January, I was a lead in one of their newer films, Ghost Trader, that will be coming out. And then in my backyard, in my gym, actually, we'll be filming the next JC films called The Biggest Loser. And it's, yes, fitness related, but it's about journey of self and self-worth. And I'm venturing into directing it. So I'm, yeah, excited, nervous, but excited about it.
Kimberly sent this as a gift to me after I interviewed her. You were in the Chosen
Yes,
too, right?
that
Not
was
the TV series, the movie Chosen.
correct.
That's
The
awesome.
movie Chosen. Yeah, I flew up to Ohio for a fundraising event they had there, and got there a little early. And I asked if they needed help around the set. I just thought I could be a little production assistant, and got put in as an extra. And that was really fun, and met some wonderful people up there. That's
And,
kind of how it started.
and there's something about being in front of the camera, but you're telling me that you really enjoy that structure of helping behind the camera, and that's what you're excited about your directing debut
Yeah,
coming up.
I am. And I've learned in fitness and in life, people get nervous. I get nervous every time I teach a class. I get nervous when I'm in front of the camera. Um, but it takes a person. And I think if I could be this person for someone else, that would be an honor. But sometimes you just have to believe in others until they believe in themselves.
Yeah.
And if you have that ability to do that, to inspire them to bring out their talents, I think that's awesome. I like to be a part of that.
Yeah, and you'll get a chance to direct behind the scenes, and I'm excited about that. I've been keeping an eye on The Biggest Loser. There's a lot of folks that I know have interviewed that's involved in that,
Yeah.
and I see a lot of postings about that coming up, and I'm excited for the filming of that.
Yeah.
Sounds like it'd be
Yeah.
a
We're
blast.
looking forward to it for sure. It's
Good,
exciting.
good. Good. Well, I'm going to put down below in the links and actually down below in the comment section, different links, how things that you've done, like the movies that you've done, and also information on how to get a hold of you. Some of you are wanting, maybe you're in the Tampa area and you go, well, I'd like to know how I could get involved in that and get involved in the
Yes.
film. It takes a lot of hands to do that. And so maybe there's a role for you coming up in that film. Maybe there's a role for you in the future. And you're thinking, I like Jessica. I wanted to do it, but never thought I could. Just there, here's an opportunity, not only in the Tampa area, but JC Films is all over the United States. It's a great great way to get involved.
It is. There's JC Films production clubs in a lot of cities across the country now that are opening up. And what you said, 100% true, whether you have no experience or very experienced, it provides an opportunity, and it's awesome.
Great. I've often said, God doesn't always ask for our ability. He asks for our availability. And if you say, I'm available, he says, okay, well, I happen to have a task for you if you're available. And just being available, the doors will open and you'll be in the right place at the right time. Thank you, Jessica, for being my guest today. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. This was a great experience. Thank you for having me.
I want you, when this interview is over, please pass it on. There's some of you that you want to pass this interview on to other people and on your sites. Please do that. But I want you to take the time and pray for Jessica Adams right now, that God would continue to use her, put her in the right place at the right time, as he has been, but God would just continue to direct her paths. I'm going to ask you all, if you would, just keep on coming back, and may God bless you.